of this particular 3.5 hours today. So Ed, we'll start with you since you're right next to me in the box here. Highlight of the actual last 3.5 hours.
Oh man, there's so much, but I guess the simplicity of the leads and the 3 items that generate them, and just putting focus on that is provided a lot of clarity.
You bet, you bet. Simple is good. Cool. Provident, Marty.
Yeah, just hearing the updates from other groups and as this being our second time around, hearing updates on where everyone else is at.
Awesome, thank you. The power of the group communication, either giving you inspiration, Marty, or giving you some detail that you can follow up later on. Yep. All righty. Let's go to Coca James. Melinda.
Hi, just hearing that everyone else is hiring the marketing people as well. So it's very encouraging to hear that we're all going on the same path.
Yeah, it's again, the power of the group communication. Awesome, thank you. Drill down team, Stephen or Ed?
I really liked, and we talked about it before, just asking those 8 questions before with the team before completing a tax return or a compliance project, but having more clarification on that and actually practicing with our team was very valuable.
Yeah, and making sure, Stephen, the next step, as I said, is to embed that as part of the process so it gets a repeatable result, right? And then when you run out of projects, what you do is you invent some new ones.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, EJD, up in Canada. Brian, highlight of today, last 3.5 hours.
Yeah, the exercise there with your leads and the 3 circles and the consistency you need and the database, it all needs to be pulsing all the time.
Yep.
And the size of the database as well. We're probably shy on that. So. And
then to take it even further, Brian, we look at Canada first of all, and then we say, some of these services we could go down to the US with. They may not be compliance services, but they might be advisory services. And then we can flip you across to Europe, come down to Australia. Good excuse for a holiday. All right. Eckhoff team, Michelle, highlight of today was?
Realizing and hoping the rest of the team realizes that we should be able to hit 100%, just like we did today. There should be a service opportunity on 100% of our clients. And that if that's built into the workflow and we have 18 minutes per client, that it's not some big, monster to accomplish. It's doable, and we should find at least one service opportunity for each client.
Yeah, and the one that you had 2 projects that sounded like a personal return. Businesses have far many more, as you discovered with the list that was rolled out.
Right.
Cool. KWB team, highlight of the day was maybe Darren or David, one of you.
I'll take it. My highlight was, well, first of all, sharing everything with the team and what essentially Michelle just said. But the biggest one was to, you're not selling, you're sort of creating a lead, or you're generating a lead. I think I've been forceful, trying to close the sale right away instead of just trying to foster the relationship. And so, fostering and just taking a bit more time with it.
Yeah, so in sales, Richard, the less you try often, the more it just naturally flows. Yeah. And they go, great, what happens next? Cool, right, job's done. Thank you. Parmila's team, Reed, highlight of today.
How much the team was able to analyze the client's data to determine some of the issues. They really have a good understanding of our clients and their clients' needs. So I really was impressed how quickly they were able to look at the numbers and provide that.
And what's happened here with that particular one, Reed, and this is for all of you, you've been so busy doing the do, just punching the numbers, doing what you've got to do. It's just stepping back and thinking about it. And that's why I said at the start of that exercise, the thinking has gone out of accounting because of the technology, right? And so it's just spending that 18, 20 minutes per client and you get a massive difference. Cool, well done. Nth Degree team, Dan and Nolan. Second meeting.
I think it was when you played my video and it was finally over and I no longer had to listen to myself or look at myself. Like that. But on a serious note, we've tried before to have the team kind of evaluate opportunities, but we just had like the reviewer do it. So the idea of actually having a team and then building that into the workflow feels like kind of the missing element of why it hasn't worked for us in the past.
Awesome, cool, thank you. And your video is very good, by the way. Humanity team, Megan, take it away.
For me, I guess it was, I'm grateful for being invited into this group. I think it was really inspiring to hear from all of you and meet you. And for the content, I think it was the idea of embedding the Awesome 8 into the workflow so that it doesn't get forgotten. And yeah, I think that's brilliant.
Awesome, cool, thank you. To round it off, Badger team, Shannon, Crystal, or Jonathan, take it away. Highlight of the day was?
Sure. For us, I think it was just the opportunities matrix. We're pretty excited to have the team be a part of that, and it'll help look for opportunities. And we've already got our client list and got our matrix built, and so we're ready to go through the clients and find some good opportunities.
Yeah, and you know what, Crystal, with 11 firms in this meeting, 84 projects, you know, who knows how many thousands of clients in the collective base. I don't know how many there are. There's so much opportunity, you know, that you and then you leverage off the rest of the groups and go, okay, what other products? You know, the reason I wanted you to read out the different potentials is to give you some further stimulation. There's some other people doing some other things that you could be doing, you know, so it's that power of the you know, leveraging off each other is super, super valuable. Really, really cool. Well done, team.